When people talk about the early stars who helped build the NBA, names like George Mikan, Bob Cousy, and Bill Russell come up. But one player who absolutely belongs in that conversation is Dolph Schayes. Schayes was not just a great scorer or rebounder, he was one of the first true franchise cornerstones. A player whose career connected the rough, physical early days of the league with the faster and more modern game that followed. Dolph Schayes was born in New York City in 1928, becoming a standout at New York University before playing professional basketball in 1948. At 6 feet 8 inches, he was tall for his era, but what made him special was not his size. He combined toughness, skill, shooting touch, and durability in a way that made him one of the most dependable players of the 1950s. Schayes began his career with the Syracuse Nationals, a team that later became the Philadelphia 76ers. From the beginning, he made an impact. He was named NBL Rookie of the Year, and once the NBL and BAA merged to form the NBA, Schayes quickly became one of the biggest stars in the league. What stood out about Schayes was his versatility. He could score inside, rebound against the bigger bigs and more physical opponents, and shoot from the outside with a high arcing jump shot that earned him the nickname the Rainbow Kid. Schayes once explained the mindset behind his game by saying, "You can't think about basketball, or you ruin your game. It is an instinctive game." That quote fits the way he played, always moving, reacting, and finding ways to score. In an era before the 3 point line, his ability to stretch the defense was unusual and valuable. Shay's success was also built on work ethic. He said, "I always stayed on before and after practice. I just think that if you want to excel at anything, be it basketball, dance, or the piano, you need to practice a lot." That kind of commitment helps explain why he remained one of the league's best players for so many seasons. During his career, Schayes was selected to 12 straight NBA All-Star selections from 51 to 62. He was also named All-NBA 12 times, including 6 first-team selection. Those honors show that he was not just good for a few seasons. He was elite for more than a decade. His greatest team success came in 1955 when he led the Syracuse Nationals to the NBA championship. The Nationals defeated the Fort Wayne Pistons in a hard-fought 7-game final series. Schayes was central to that run, providing scoring, rebounding, and veteran leadership. That championship remains a major part of his legacy and the history of the franchise that eventually became the 76ers. By the time he retired, Schayes had scored more than 19,000 points and collected more than 11,000 rebounds. In NBA only statistics, he averaged 18.5 points and 12.1 rebounds per game. He was also known for incredible durability, once playing more than 700 consecutive regular season games for the franchise. Schayes also adapted as basketball changed. Early in his career, the game was slower and more physical, with set shots still common. Later, the shot clock helped create the faster style of play, and Schayes adjusted successfully. He credited that evolution to constant improvement, saying, "I was a center in college. but I was a high post guy feeding cutters and rebounding. Going to pro ball, I clearly wasn't big and strong enough to play the center against the giants like Mikan, so I kept evolving. That ability to evolve is one of the reasons he remained effective for so long. After his playing career, Schayes became a coach, serving as a player coach of the Philadelphia 76ers and winning Coach of the Year in 1966. He was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, and he was later honored as one of the NBA's greatest players through selections to anniversary teams, including the 75th anniversary team. Writers, historians, and NBA retrospectives have described Schayes as one of professional basketball's early superstars because he was both a top scorer and a top rebounder. He helped carry the Syracuse Nationals for more than a decade. His former coach and teammate Al Digger Servey is often remembered as one of the hard-edged old pros who helped toughen Schayes for the physical early NBA. That outside perspective matters because it shows that Schayes was not only respected for numbers, but also for toughness, durability, and leadership. In the end, Dolph Schayes' career matters because he was one of the players who helped make professional basketball credible, exciting, and lasting. He was a champion, a 12-time All-Star, a Hall of Famer, and a model of consistency. More than anything, he was a bridge between eras, a star who helped carry the NBA from its early struggles toward the modern game we know today. Thank you for watching. Shout out NBA Lost Media for the footage provided in the background. This is a Syracuse Nationals game against the New York Knicks in 1961. Thank you guys for watching.